Hey, what is up guys, and welcome to the 2000 subscriber Q&A. I know it took a little while to get started and actually do this because I made the video asking for questions about roughly a week ago, and I kind of just left it for a little while. I wanted people to have time to keep putting questions in, and I got a lot of questions by the end of the week or so. So I've kind of compiled a list on my second screen right now on a notepad of some of the best questions and non-repeated questions that I could find. There was a few repeats of a lot of questions, so I kind of just sorted through them, picked out the best ones that I thought that would be great to put in a video, and let's get started and straight into it. So for the first question, I'm going to probably have like a screenshot and stuff like that on the screen just showing you guys who asked the question. Probably take me a while to edit, but it is the 2000 subscriber special. Thank you guys so much again. I know I'm nearly at 2,500 already, but thank you again. It really does mean the world to me, and let's get started and straight into it. So the first question is, what is your favorite server to play on, and what server have you had the most fun on, and why? Pretty much with this question, probably the server that is my favorite to play on right now is Extronus. It's the one I record on the most. It's not because it really has the best features. Well, it probably does now. It's got a lot of cool features and stuff. But when I started playing on it, it wasn't really the best server. It is a great server now. It's definitely progressed, and it's definitely becoming something big. I highly recommend going to play on it. But the reason I like it so much is mainly just because of the community. The players are amazing. Everyone's really nice. Fair enough, you have your fights, it's factions, you have your rivals as well, you have your people you don't like, but that just happens with any server you're going to go to. So, that's that question. We're going to go straight on to the next one, and who has been your inspiration to help you grow? Don't say subscribers unless it's honestly true. Honestly, I don't really know. I've kind of just started making videos, kind of tried to improve my content. I tried to make it to the best of my ability, and once I kind of thought I was at that stage, I just kept on posting, and you guys just kept coming in and in and in, and until I got to nearly 2,500 subscribers, and now it's just all you guys. My inspiration is all you guys at the moment. I guess there is a few. I don't really have any faction YouTubers that were my inspiration. I can't really think of anyone, to be honest. There's no one at all that has been my inspiration besides mainly my subscribers, so that's a little bit corny seeing he told me not to unless it's honestly true, but it is. So we're gonna go on and straight into question 3. When will you show us your face? I know a lot of you guys wanted me to do a face reveal for 2,000 subscribers, but I don't feel it's right yet. I don't really feel like doing that sort of thing yet. I think I want to do it when around maybe 5k milestone, maybe 10k at the most. Just depends on what happens, I guess. I don't know, but we're going to go straight on to the next question. This is question 4. Any way I can get into your faction? There isn't really a way to get in our faction besides just being good friends with us. Everyone in my faction at the moment has been a great friend of mine for quite a while now, at least a couple months, so I do trust them, and let's go straight on to the next question. What server / realm will you be playing after reset? So, the realm that I play after reset is still dark. I haven't switched realms or anything like that. I probably will never switch realms just because the people who aren't staff that are in my faction don't have ranks on things like Forest Realm or Ice Realm. And dark is just the most competitive realm in my opinion, so I like that the best. So we're going to go on straight on to the next question. Did you teach yourself how to cannon or did someone else? I didn't teach myself how to cannon at all. I guess I taught myself some of the very, very basics, like one stackers and like fucking scatter cannons and all that shit like that. But my friend Trent, or yeah, I think he's calling himself Trent now. Yeah, my friend Trent _ he's the one who taught me how to cannon. He kind of just taught me, and that's about it. So we're gonna go on to the next question. When do you plan on doing a face cam, or do you not feel comfortable with it? I'm not sure if I'll ever do like a full-on face cam for my factions episodes, even after a face reveal, just because I probably wouldn't feel comfortable even after face revealing, just because, I don't know, I'd rather just have just the commentary and the gameplay and stuff like that. I feel it's kind of weird having my face in the top left corner, but I don't know, things could change in the future, I guess you could say. So let's go on to question 8. This guy asked me a few questions, so it's not going to be just one question for this. So, the first question of this question, I guess, is when did you start YouTube and Minecraft, and why? I started YouTube back in the COD days. I think it was about around Modern Warfare 3, mid midway through Modern Warfare 3. I can't remember how long ago that was. But I did COD back in the Squeaker days, of my Squeaker days, for the longest time. It actually did go for a while. I ended up shutting down that channel and moving to my current one and starting Minecraft. Meanwhile, I had been playing Minecraft and factions, meanwhile, like, while I was playing COD and stuff like that. Mainly, the reason why I started playing Minecraft, though, is because my friend, Trent, he's a really old friend, not the guy who taught me how to cannon, this is another Trent, he's an Aussie and everything like that. But yeah, like, we started playing, like, a single-player SMP thing together, and we just, like, made, like, a house and shit, and I started playing Minecraft, like, mini-games, like, the walls and shit like that on Hypixel. It kind of just led from there, and I found Factions, and Factions was just fucking sick, so I'm like, let's do this, let's keep playing this. And over time, I just learnt more and more and more about the freaking Factions world, I guess you could say, till I became as experienced as I am at the moment, I guess you could say. For the next question, why did you choose Dark Realm? I guess I've answered this in one of the other questions. I chose it just because it's the most competitive realm. There's the most players, I guess you could say. It's kind of even with Forest, but I believe there is some more competitive players on there. So we're going to go ahead and into the last question of this. Not of the Q&A, just of this guy's questions. How did you find Extronus, and why do you like it? And when did you find it? That's a bit of a tongue twister there. How did I find Extronus? My friend Kazgo, who's in my faction, currently recommended it to me. Because looking for a decent server coming from Woodycraft, I'm like, hey, I need a new server, can you hook me up with one? And he mentioned Extronus, and I went and started playing on there. And the reason I like it, I answered that before as well. Just the community, really. It's such a great community. It has a lot of great plugins now, like TNT loads chunks, well, TNT and Sand loads chunks. Cannoning's great. There's not much lag anymore. They've fixed a bunch of it. We're still experimenting with a few things, so the lag may not be 100% fixed. So I don't know. I'm gonna go on to the next question, which is question number 9. And that is, are you going to be making your base even bigger than the current base? A lot of you guys should already know that it is bigger than the base from last map, seeing I've done this Q&A when the map is already reset. So we'll go straight in the next one, and that is, can you make a new faction and have fans join it? If so, can I join it, bruh? I thought about this very hard. I've thought about it in the past, but I feel it would take away from the competition and wouldn't really... I think it would just take away from raids on Dark. I know that kind of sounds bad, like that I just want to raid everybody, but then again, it's factions. We need competition. We need people to compete, I guess you could say. And after all, Dark is the competitive realm, so it's always nice to have lots of raids. So I don't think I would want to do that just because, I don't know, I just don't think it would be a great idea. And also, it'd be very prone to insiding and stuff like that. The next one is, would you quit YouTube and start Twitch? The answer to that straight up is no, seeing my internet is absolute trash. I could not stream if I wanted to. Otherwise, I would definitely start streaming. I wouldn't quit YouTube for it, but I would start streaming and doing YouTube along the side, well, as well. The next question is, why do you call yourself Elmo's Gaming, whatever it's called? Why not, El Clown Does Computers or some shit? What the fuck? What kind of name is that? Elmo's World of Gaming is kind of a long story, I guess you could say. Back when I was a child, I guess, or well, I'm still a kid, but like back when I was really young, I think I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, I did this thing where I could make my face go red. It's a really stupid story, but I could do this thing where I could make my face go red, and I ended up like popping like a blood vessel in my head, and I passed out. And just because I'm a small guy as well, they decided my nickname kind of changed to Elmo, and that's how I got the nickname Elmo. And then I was one day just thinking of a name for my COD channel, and that's kind of where I got it from. It's a kind of a stupid story, but that is where I got it from. How old are you? I am 16 years of age, and what is your favorite server to play on? And that is Extronus. I answered that before. And also, what country do you live in? I live in Australia, if you guys didn't know that. And that's it for that guy's question. We're going to go into question number 15. Do you think with Extronus fixing the lag and cannons are better now, do you think you will get raided next reset? Anything is possible. I think we could get raided. It is a high possibility. Anybody can get raided, so I don't know. We're just going to do our best to not get raided, put up as much defenses, and defend the bases the best of our abilities. The next question is, can I get a shout out? Well, shout out to you. I think your thing will be up, and your question should be up there if I decide to do that. I just started out on YouTube and I'm almost doing daily episodes of Factions. Nice, bro. Keep it up. All I can say is if people are enjoying your content, they're going to keep coming back, and one day I guess you'll keep growing. I can't really speak from too much experience. I'm not the biggest channel in the world. I know 2,500 nearly people is insane, but I'm not as big as like some of the other people like the Camping Rusher and all them guys like that, who play like the Archon and stuff. But the next question is, how long does it take to build the trenches, base, and about 30 walls? So pretty much with 30 walls and the base, with the sky base, I can get that done in a couple of hours. The trenches, I usually don't mine or anything like that, so I usually just blast mine them. So I'll wait until I get enough TNT, then I'll blast mine them, and it takes about 30 minutes to do that. So I could probably get that in like 3-4 hours. It's not very hard by myself. The next question is, what are all your PC specs in detail? Okay, pretty much my PC specs, I think I have an i7-3770K processor at like 4 GHz or 3.9, one of them. It has an 8 meg cache, 1 TB hard drive, 8 gig RAM, and a 660 Ti 2 GB graphics card. That's about everything. I have like a really big case for it and stuff, if you wanted to know that, but that's not really necessary. The next question is, have you ever thought about making a subs faction? I already answered this one. I didn't realize I put that in. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But then last and final question for the Q&A is, if you could revive/bring back a server, would you bring back either Opticraft or Guntroller? That's kind of a hard question, seeing I haven't really played any of them to the full extent. I know Guntroller is a really hardcore server, and it's not exactly the easiest, and Opticraft, I think it's a pretty good server. I've seen a few streamers stream on there, and I used to watch a bunch of them. They had some sick bases back when I was like a noob at Factions. I was like, holy shit, this base is massive. But honestly, I don't know. Don't hate on me, but I think Opticraft. I don't know. Just because I think that was a great server back in the day. I didn't really like Guntroller too much, so I don't know. And Guntroller is still kind of going, in my opinion. It just dies off really quickly. But I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A. Thank you all for 2,000 subscribers again. It does mean a lot to me and helps me out a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and goodbye.